How was the workshop today? Everything okay? Yes? And we are in the third day, huh? Time flies, especially when we have a good time. Did we have a good time? Great. So here now, as you know, we are talking a lot lately about the eTwinning schools, and we think that ambassadors can play an important role regarding the eTwinning schools. And I know that Claire asked you the first day, but let's see how many ambassadors are in eTwinning schools. Raise your hand, let me see. And your input is really important, so we will need your input about eTwinning schools. So, as you know, to become an eTwinning school, I'm not going to refer to details and what it is about, but it was an automatic check-in at the beginning to see if you meet some criteria, and then you had to complete a self-assessment application. And now we're in the process of monitoring and see how well it worked, if you had some difficulties, because actually we had this graph here, and I will just tell you very quickly. So from all the eTwinning schools we have in Europe, 2,979 were eligible to become an eTwinning school. And from these schools, 2,473 made an application. And from there, just a typo, 1,212 schools became eTwinning schools. So there were some schools that didn't complete, they started, they left it as a draft, and only a very small percentage that was revoked and they didn't get it, although they filled in their application. And now we have 1,212 eTwinning schools. And all the previous days, and in my workshop as well, people who are in eTwinning schools, they were asking me, okay, we are in eTwinning school, and now what? What are we going to do there? What is this about? So we have here with us our panel, who are actually ambassadors like you, and they are going to share their thoughts, but it's not going to be only them, because for the three of the questions, you are going to reply, so we are going to use Mentimeter. And we have with us Tatjana. I will just put the name and then they introduce themselves. Tatjana from Slovenia, Dalibor, Todorović from Serbia. Ourania, Bekiri from Greece. Emanuela from Italy. Sebastien from France. And Petra from Czech Republic. I would like them to introduce themselves a little bit before we start. So they know about you some information.
Hello, I am a math and physics teacher, ambassador for 8 years now, and I like to say that I'm really glad that I am here and that we will talk about eTwinning schools, because I think it's an important fact that there are schools which are awarded with this sign.
Hello everyone. I'm a computer science teacher and one of the first Serbian eTwinning ambassador. I'm ambassador for almost 3 years since eTwinning became available for Serbian teachers in January 2015. And being at in eTwinning school is something that it's very important now for me, like some official recognition for my and the work of my colleagues in the past 3 years.
Hello everyone. I'm Ourania. I am an ambassador in Greece. I've been an ambassador for 3 years and many more years as an eTwinner. And I'm really glad to be here to talk about this topic and meet you all.
Hello everyone. I'm Emanuela Boffa. I'm a primary school teacher, and I've been ambassador for 2 years. It's an honor to be here, and I'm very worried, but I think I'm here because this year one of my projects won the first prize in European prize, and from the category from 4 to 11 years old. Thank you.
So hello, I'm Sebastien Annen. I'm an ambassador in France, and this is my first year as an ambassador. I teach history and geography in a high school, and I'm very glad to be here among you. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Petra, I'm from the Czech Republic. I teach physics, English and environmental education, children from 12 to 15, and I'm also a deputy headmaster in our school. I'm very glad to be here and to share my thoughts about eTwinning schools with you.
So thank you all so much, and as you can see we have different levels of years of experiences, from primary, secondary level, winners in European prizes, new, older ambassadors, and I think they represent more or less the audience that we have here with us. So, I would like to start the discussion and tell us, what do you think that is the role of ambassadors and principals at the same time to make a school become an eTwinning school? So for the schools that they are not yet eTwinning schools, do you think that if they have ambassadors there can help? Is the role of ambassador enough? What about the role of the principal, of the head teacher?
So my opinion that it helps a lot to be ambassador and to make this participation in application. It also helps that I am ICT teacher because I know more about e-safety, because else I have to contact my colleagues who take care about this topic in the school. And of course the principal have a really powerful role, because without his help we can't do anything. And of course, to being ambassador, we know more about how to power up teachers with projects and with all these things that we need to fulfill for this sign.
Being ambassador, role of ambassador is important, but maybe not crucial for schools. I think the most important thing is that you have a good eTwinning team in your school. That means people that are ready and willing to work a lot and that are enthusiastic. So this school from where I come is one of the eTwinning schools because we had a great team from the beginning of including in eTwinning. And I will talk about the examples. I work in 3 schools, and only in this one I realized all eTwinning projects. In fact, I had one eTwinning project in another school, and it got a European quality label 2 years ago. But that was when I had one principal. In last year, we changed 5 principals in that school, so it's impossible, that is a proof that it's impossible to work actively on eTwinning if you don't have support from your principal, because he's the one that gives his signature for all activities towards NSS and according to the project.
Okay, so Ourania, eTwinning team is enough to become an eTwinning school?
It's very important, and I am an example of a problem because I worked in a school and we had many projects, but we did not have a very large team. And so when I left that school last year, the application was sent to the school to apply to become an eTwinning school, but the people who had actually participated in the projects had left. So now, after so many projects, good projects and labels and prizes, nothing happened. So I think that it's very important as an ambassador to try to include as many people as possible. So in my new school, I went there, it had been registered, but there were no projects, not even one. So this year I'm trying to, I tried at the beginning to include as many teachers as possible so that we can form this group, this team of teachers to become active in eTwinning. And I must say that many of them have accepted to participate in projects or create their own project. And the head teacher has always been there for us. And so far, everything that we've asked her, she has been extremely helpful. So I think that next year we will apply, and I believe that we're going to become an eTwinning school. Okay.
Nice. Emanuela.
In my opinion, I agree with my colleagues, but in my opinion, it's important to be an ambassador, but not essential, because I think a good teacher, a good project, a good team can obtain the twin school label. So, but ambassador can help, and because ambassador know more than other teacher, but not essential in my opinion. Also a good teacher and a good team that help to prepare also documents for safety, and is enough in my opinion.
Sebastien, so if we have a good team of teachers, do we need the principal?
Well,
or we are okay?
Actually, I discovered that we could be a good team of teachers in my high school when I applied for the eTwinning school label. As an ambassador, I think the main role would be to gather all the initiative in the school, and that's when I discovered that some colleagues of mine were already on eTwinning, were doing projects, but had never talked about it to anyone in the school. So it was really the rare occasion to gather all these initiatives and these projects and to build a real team of teachers in eTwinning. And as an ambassador, I think also that the main role will be to motivate maybe the principal who is not always fully aware of the importance of eTwinning. For example, my principal didn't know anything about eTwinning. I'd never heard of it, so I had to explain him the importance of this initiative, this European initiative, and now he is fully in the project of eTwinning School.
That's great. So, Petra, you're actually a deputy head teacher. You're also an ambassador. So, I think this is the perfect combination, no?
So I think the role of the principal is also to be a leader or to be a motivator, I think, because it's principal. So if he or she wants to have this initiative, like to become his school, to be eTwinning school, he has to support somehow. At least he doesn't have to say no to this activity. And the role of ambassador, I think it's he or she can bring to the school European topics. He or she knows, for example, this year that we are celebrating cultural heritage, so he or she can discuss with the team of the teachers about this kind of projects and can support the team of teachers too.
That's nice. So now we go to the next question, but I would like to have your contribution to the next question. So just to explain a little bit, we have now the eTwinning schools, and we would like to know what do you believe about the role of eTwinning school in the local community? What, as an eTwinning school, you can do now for other schools, for the teachers inside the school, for what is happening around the community of the school? What is your role? What do you believe that is your role there? I would like you to go to menti.com, use your mobile, and there, here, and you have to put the code 904840, and tell us what you believe about the role of eTwinning school in the local community. You became an eTwinning school. You had some ideas, we gave you some information, and we are going very soon to give you more information about your role, and there are going to be more activities for the eTwinning schools. So next days, the eTwinning schools will receive also the pack with their plaque that you can put there and showcase that you're an eTwinning school. So what is your role now? What can you do for the others around you? So share our knowledge, pedagogical innovator, be a lighthouse, leader, spread the world and act as a model, an open door to the world, lighthouse. I really like the word lighthouse. Brings European topics to the community. And just let me scroll down a little bit. Inspiration. Practically, what can you do? It's nice to be models, but how can we become models? What practical things we can do for the local community? Come to other schools in region, training center. Make international projects involving actors from the community. Give more opportunity to be European, involve other teachers to join, help others to take part in eTwinning, bridge the European schools, be a positive example and help the others to become eTwinning schools, promote eTwinning as an active school, building ICT competence and projects, practically training to teachers in cooperation with eTwinning ambassadors, develop pedagogy with projects, show that you're an international school and want and be willing to collaborate, reward and recognize schools who promote and use eTwinning. I think that more or less, and I like the leader word, I like being a lighthouse, be a model. Petra?
I think being eTwinning school means that the school can show a good practice of European cooperation or cooperation on European level. That the school brings people from Europe, from the world, to the place where the school is. And speaking about our particular school, we always wanted to become a training center for the schools in our region. And because we didn't have any label, let's say, or something, so almost no one came to our school. But we believe now, being an eTwinning school, it can open the door to the teachers from another schools in other region, and they will come to our school, and we can share the practice about eTwinning. We can share practice about using ICT in lessons and so on.
I think the lighthouse is a nice metaphor. For example, since I got we got the eTwinning school label, other schools of my district contacted me to know more and to know better about this the eTwinning project. And I think our role as eTwinning school in the local community would be to give advice and to be a reference school for the other schools around us, and to build a local or regional strategy to impulse a real eTwinning initiative around us.
Emanuela?
I can tell you what happened when I organized the celebration in my school 1 month ago about. I teach in a mountain, and we are a little school in a only institute. And when celebrations happened, a lot of mayors were invited, and when they watched the video conference between pupils, they was amazing, and because they understand little students were able to speak to each other. And for a little community in a mountain, and they understand my school it was open to Europe, and this was fantastic, in my opinion. Was the most important thing that the local community understand in this moment. Sorry, but I'm very...
No, it's an open school where you involve the local community, the parents, other students as well. So I think that this is actually an eTwinning school. Ourania, is it?
Remember that we are not an eTwinning school, so I've been looking at all the criteria very carefully, and it is the time of the end of the year, so I see that you have to promote the school, open up your school to the local community, and this is very important for all the reasons that my colleague said. So I see that we're having a celebration at the end of the year, you know, the school year in a couple of weeks. And only some parents were invited, and that's the culture of the school, because sometimes we have to fight each school's culture, okay, and what they're used to. And I realized that we have been doing 3 eTwinning projects, and it's a pity if the people don't know about that. And it's a pity if they don't find out about that. And how are we going to activate the rest of the teachers if we don't show that? Therefore, I said, okay, this is not going to happen. So I asked the head teacher and the deputy head teacher who's responsible for this, and I said, we want just a quarter more for this celebration. We want more people to see the projects. We want to show the projects. We want to show what the children did, okay, not for our own benefit, but what the children did. And they said, fine, they accepted it. So I think it's great because that way we show what we do, we show what the children have done, and this is somehow this idea of eTwinning school sort of forces us to open up, to stop being so introvert, and open up to the people, the parents and the local community, which is great.
Thank you. Dalibor, any more suggestions?
I would say that the fact that you have the label of eTwinning school now brings some new responsibilities. You have to show that your school is open for gaining European values, such as collaboration and communication with other European schools. And there is, I see it as a huge problem in my country that eTwinning school should have some kind of visibility in local, regional, and national level. We are recognized in European level, and the fact is that our Ministry of Education still does not officially do support eTwinning, but we can't see it in the practice, neither the local school communities. So I think it's a big task for NSS to work a lot on that, to promote eTwinning, to be more involved into schools, more on some kind recognized, and maybe some eTwinning school should have special status among other schools.
Great. So Tatjana, before going actually to what you are asking, because now Dalibor actually passed to the next question, but coming back here, any more suggestion about? I think most of the things were already told, but
yeah, I think a lot of things were told, but I think it's really opportunity for visibility of the school in local community, in media, in all kinds of activity, because if we won't do this, also national politicians can't do it. So it's our task to do this in visibility in media, and also I agree with, I think, Petra, that eTwinning schools should be a kind of lighthouse in this area, and that the teachers can know where they can find help, when they can find also a kind of new methods in learning subjects, or this interdisciplinary approach to learning other things. So I think visibility is the most important.
And so do you think that actually an eTwinning school can be like an ambassador school? So we have so far the ambassadors, and all these years you were working alone, you had to do many things to convince people, but now we have an eTwinning school, and you said it's a lighthouse. You said you are leaders, and we were discussing about eTwinning teams. So maybe an eTwinning school can be an ambassador school. So a big team of teachers working together to promote eTwinning, in a way. And I would like to ask you now that, okay, we are asking from you many things, and we are asking you to promote eTwinning in different ways as you are an eTwinning school. But how do you think that eTwinning schools can be empowered to become advocates of eTwinning? So what you want from us, from your NSS, from the CSS, from the local community maybe, Dalibor has already mentioned something about that. What do you need that can help us, can help you support your new role as an eTwinning school? So I would like you to, if you are still in Mentimeter, so there is another question here. And I see, yeah, we have already started writing. So funding, it's the first one. So the code is the same, 904840, and I think that the question has appeared. Support from Ministry of Education. Give guideline to use for GPTR. Financial support for teachers. Host eTwinning seminars and events. More visibility, motivation. And I'm going again at practical things you want. At least a label to be put on the school. You're going to have the label very soon, a really nice plaque that you can put and indicates that you're a eTwinning school. Strong network. Support from ministries. Training center, funding. And list as ambassadors at all the educational events that are organized at national level. Regular notifications to principals at our awards and seminars. Reward for the school in equipment, giving a special status and benefits to schools, support, more support. Promotion of eTwinning schools. Support for ambassadors and school leaders from education government agencies, workshop and seminars. Send the great news also straight to the headmasters and local heads, visibility, provide more tech equipment to the school. So, what do you think?
Okay, so I think visibility is very important. So we will be grateful for the label that could be put on the school. But we also would like to be, I don't know, on the list of the Ministry of Education, just to say that these 17 Czech schools are very great and they got a label, they became eTwinning schools. So we would like to have some support from Ministry of Education too. And I think also closer cooperation with universities, like for initial teacher training is very important. So we would be glad to become like a training center also for them, so they can come to our school and teach or observe some lessons. So also this cooperation could be great.
Yeah, and we know, you know that we already have the Teacher Training Institute, so it's a nice idea that eTwinning schools can help future teachers to know more about eTwinning.
And I think, yes, there is a missing link for us, because we can be strong and known locally, for example, in the press of our city. We can be recognized by, for example, the mayor and the local authorities. And we are recognized also at the European level by the CSS. But at national scale or even regional scale in our school district, we don't really exist in France, at least. We don't really exist. All the initiatives, the projects, the labels are just unknown to all the other teachers of my regional school district. So I think the NSS and the CSS could maybe talk more to the regional authorities and to the national press and also the national ministers of education. Yes, we need this national level of recognition.
We are trying our best, actually, and every year we have a meeting, and we're going to have a meeting with representatives from the Ministries of Education in October in the European Conference in Warsaw. So, as Claire also said the first day, we are really trying from both sides to promote and do whatever we can so they know more about eTwinning and how it can be, you know, part of the curriculum, of the national curricula. It's hard, but we're all trying hard. So I think if we both try from our side, it can grow and can become better. Emanuela?
For me, it's a big question, and I think in Italy the situation is better than France, because I know some teachers from eTwinning have the cooperation with the university, but in my opinion, it's the national support can improve these activities and help schools to connect to university, to form new teachers in different level of school. But I think in Italy the situation is not so bad.
Nice. Rania?
Yes, well, in Greece, eTwinning is very popular. We have 86 schools that have become eTwinning schools. And just this week, 4 of them were chosen to be given a lot of equipment so that they can become something like training centers and show the other schools, show the best example and try to motivate teachers to become eTwinning schools as well. So they're going to work as guides, let's say, to other schools, which is great. So I agree that it's very important to be given such opportunities. Of course, to be given equipment, but a lot of schools need it, not just 4, but just make people, make teachers feel the need to participate in eTwinning, and not just to do it because they want it, but do it because there is another motive as well, because some of them do not get activated otherwise. So I think that gaining recognition, then that will mean that more teachers will be involved in eTwinning and decide to become, try to become eTwinning schools.
Great. Serbia, you already said that, Dalibor, you need more, you know, support from the national level.
Yes, but maybe, in my opinion, is that eTwinning schools maybe should have some special status, you know, like some experimental school, and get some benefits for that. Where eTwinning should be like a mainframe for interdisciplinary approach in school education. The fact is that every school organizes some interdisciplinary activity within its curricula or as extracurricular activities. And eTwinning should be used as a tool for raising these activities on a higher level and international level.
Okay, be the last is the worst because everything was already done. But anyway, I think that eTwinning school can participate, I think, most important thing in future teachers' education. So maybe there could be kind of connection, but it have to be in the state during university teachers and eTwinning schools. So we can promote then, because if we address them, I don't know if there will be. There are only 12 schools in Slovenia, as I know. I don't know what is the percentage, because that would be interesting infographics. What is percentage of schools involved in eTwinning or eTwinning schools? But of course, the most visible thing of all is a kind of award or money for the school. So if all other schools knows that the eTwinning schools get extra something, so they will be more enthusiastic to get it.
Yeah, I know money is everything. Is everything. It's not everything, actually, because you are doing many, many things, and I don't think you have the funding and the money, so I think the motivation and the enthusiasm is the most important thing in eTwinning. And I know that we should not count only on that. And actually, many of the things that you are saying, now we are in the process, so there's going to be an eTwinning group for eTwinning schools. There are going to be special learning events and seminars only for people who are in eTwinning schools. And what we are also trying to do, maybe you already know that 2 weeks ago we had a thematic conference for eTwinning schools in Rome. So it was the official event for the eTwinning schools. And what we are actually trying now is to establish that and try to have a conference for eTwinning schools every year. So it will be a great opportunity to exchange information, to see how we can grow together, how we can do more things at this level. And I would here to tell us, what do you think is the role of eTwinning in the school system? And you can also write that with one word in the Mentimeter I have here. So, Tatjana, because you are complaining that you're always the last, we can start now.
But I think about this, how we are, the question is?
Here you are.
The role of eTwinnings in the school. Yeah, I think I agree with some from the audience that eTwinning should be a kind of in the curriculum. I don't know how, but maybe it is something that some parts of each subject who can, we can be better visible, or kind of thing.
Yes. I know it's difficult, but what can we do, actually? I know we are doing already too many things,
yes,
and sometimes we're asking too many things from you, but you're helping us a lot, that's true.
Thanks. The fact is that we can't make it to be obligatory in schools, because it's not something that is according to eTwinning and common for eTwinning when you put some limitations. So it should stay optional, but you have to make it more attractive so teachers would be motivated to use it more and not as an extracurricular activities or some additional work, but to show them how to integrate it into regular classes.
Ourania, don't you think that actually eTwinning is about innovation, I don't know, creativity, is a way that maybe can help to persuade skills, competencies, I don't know.
Of course, it's a perfect framework to promote all the skills and prepare the pupils for their future and their needs, and it offers them qualities that are very needed, that will be very needed in the future. And everybody who does these projects and actually sees the reaction of the pupils can realize that. The problem is that you need to start the project, and that's where we actually have this this question. Okay, how can the teachers start the project? And what they actually said, some of the teachers said the other projects where they have mobilities are very popular because they start with that, and that's the reason why they begin a project, even though it is so difficult to start and apply for that. So if they had such a motive for eTwinning, then they would be able to apply and start a project, and therefore they would be able to actually realize how wonderful it is and how needed it is, I think, in the school system and in every school system. So we just need to make them make the first step. That's the problem.
Nice, and I see you start writing, and I hope you have internet now so you can know. Okay, I see some have, some not, so if you try, it will be really nice to complete, to answering the question. Emanuela?
I agree with all of audience that talk about curriculum, because in my opinion the eTwinning should be integrated in the curriculum, and eTwinning could be an added value for schools to enhance school identity. A lot of my colleagues that teach in a high school told me that it's impossible because in Italy we have a lot of exam, and so if eTwinning should be in a curriculum, this is better for a teacher, that they feel more relaxed and they can start a new project.
I think of two roles of eTwinning in a school system. The first one would be inside our school, our national education system. It would be to weaken or even break the borders between all our subjects, because each eTwinning project is the occasion to build interdisciplinary project. And I think it's very, very important to help our students understand the complexity of our world. So that's the first aspect. And the second role would be at the European scale. We don't have a European education system. We still work as national systems. Maybe in the future, if it's a dream, eTwinning could be the first step to build this true European education system with common curriculums, common way of teaching and of learning, and I think that would be the main role in the future for eTwinning, maybe.
Petra.
Okay, being the last one in this row, it's my pleasure to say that everything what I wanted to say has been said. But I have to say that I like the idea about having European curriculum, as Sebastien said.
Thank you.
I'm just checking because with the internet, I also have some issues to share the final thing, but I get that it was actually, so just give me a sec, and it's here. So, I suppose we all agree that collaboration is the major power of eTwinning, and this is something that can help eTwinning grow and show that what actually teachers can succeed and students can succeed is the collaboration. And I don't know, before we finish, we were talking about eTwinning schools, we were talking about the role of the teachers. What about the role of the students in the eTwinning schools, Dalibor?
Well, that's just what I wanted to say now. 2 years ago, we had this edition about eTwinning generation. So that is the fact that should be emphasis and to show what is the influence on students being involved in the eTwinning projects. And eTwinning should be presented as a best tool for now for developing not only key competencies, but all soft skills such as collaboration, communication, presentation, both of students as well as of teachers for now.
So I think we all agree, and I'm just checking the time, and I want to be in time. So eTwinning offers more than collaboration, and I see that there are modern methods, it's motivation, innovative approaches, European values. And European values, I think, is something also important. And I think that through eTwinning, what we actually do with our kids is that they know that they share many things in common. They have nothing, that makes them feel different. They can work together, they can communicate, they can have fun. And this is an important thing that sometimes we lose when we are at schools. And we have students that they say that they go and they feel bored. But when you see kids working in projects in eTwinning, they really learn without knowing that they're learning, and I think you all agree with that. They really have fun, they really meet people and meet students from other countries, and even if they don't have the chance to see each other in actual, face-to-face, which is also important, even through a webinar, using, and coming in touch and see each other in the camera. I think it's a great value, and they earn many, many things, many skills that can be really valuable for their work. So, you have a great role, you're ambassadors, you have a great role as ambassadors to motivate other teachers to work harder on that, to come in eTwinning. I know sometimes it's hard, but you will all agree that, as one of the panelists said, once you are in eTwinning and you try your first project, then in most of the cases, you are stuck there and you really want to continue and do more things there with your students. So I just want to thank you and thank our panelists here for their contribution and your contribution, and keep up the good work you are doing as ambassadors, as part of the eTwinning schools. Thank you. I ask Claire also, because first day we had some networking activities, and we have a Padlet. Would you be interested to see what the others did? Yes?
Professional Development Workshop for eTwinning Ambassadors.
To improve your nation.
Use education and collaboration
And create.
activation.
It's
all
eTwinning nation.
Why eTwinning?
Because it's funny, it's inclusive, it's creative,
It's innovative.
it's accessible, it's easy to use. Pridružite nam se.
Iskusite tudi vi.
Učite se na eTwinning danes. Join us! That's it.
We go to the crazy group. They gave a name to themselves.
Yes, my name is Hakan. I am from Turkey. eTwinning is for me motivation.
Hello, my name is Alma. I am from Bosnia and Herzegovina. eTwinning for me is community.
Hello, my name is Elsie from the United Kingdom. eTwinning for me is communication.
Hello, I'm Darina Poljak. I'm from Serbia. eTwinning for me is collaboration.
Hi, my name is Ümit from Turkey. eTwinning for me is sharing.
Hi, my name is Christina. I'm from Romania. eTwinning for me is technology.
Hello, my name is Alexander. I'm from Denmark. eTwinning for me is diversity.
Hello, my name is Juliana from Romania. eTwinning for me is friendship.
1, 2, 3. Thank you.
The QR code, and actually the QR code links to another Padlet, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay. So you have the link, you can read all the information. So it has quite a lot of pictures and what you are doing. Yes, okay. And we have another video.
Education, technology, world.
In
Collaboration. Netiquette. Nice.
Intelligence.
Networking.
Gathering.
eTwinning.
Give me some time because connection is a bit. Yeah. Okay. Oops, sorry. Not now. So we show that and we go here.
Have you heard of eTwinning yet?
No, I haven't. Tell me more.
eTwinning is the biggest online community for teachers across Europe.
What can you do there?
You can do projects with teachers across Europe. You can find friends. You can learn. You can collaborate.
You can make your lessons more exciting. Wait, where are you going?
I have to register. See you in eTwinning.
Yes.
Where can students develop the ICT skills?
eTwinning.
Where can students talk to friends in the European countries?
eTwinning.
What can teachers use to motivate students?
eTwinning.
Where can teachers improve their professional skills?
eTwinning.
Where can subjects be integrated in an active way?
eTwinning.
How can schools become more European?
eTwinning, the European answer.
Here we have a poster because we had all kind of, so apart from videos we have posters, 3 Marias and their friends, eTwinning party, okay, we have also a proposal for a party. So eTwinning, enjoying together, thinking together, working together, improving together, networking together, knowing together, innovating together, then is what? Nearing together, gaming together. And here we also have a presentation. So do you want to make a difference? We twin, we eTwin.
All together, eTwinning.
eTwinning!
Knowledge.
Communication, collaboration.
Challenge. Creativity. Friendship.
Učenje.
Venscape.
Komunikacija.
Bendradarbiavimas. Draugystė. Bičiulystė.
Science.
Languages.
No.
History.
Culture. IT. Art.
Collaboration.
Many tools. Here you also have in an answer garden what eTwinning is about. Then another poster, enjoy life, enjoy eTwinning. And at last, which is actually about eTwinning schools. So we also have a promotion of eTwinning schools.
Hello. Hello. Well, welcome.
Thank you very much.
We are the two head teachers of two different schools. Have you got any questions
Yes,
for
I
us?
have. Do you run international projects in your school?
Yes, there are several international eTwinning projects in our school. We have 6 eTwinning quality labels and European quality labels.
Very interesting. And what about your school?
Well, we have some projects, but not international, no.
So actually, because it's not really clear, these are parents and these are head teachers. The head teacher over there, very good in eTwinning. Rania over there, no connection with eTwinning. So the parents are interviewing the head teachers to see where the kids are going to go, for school.
Interests and problems and their experiences. They talk about culture.
And I also have one teacher who is very interested in the topic. He does a lot of things. One teacher is great.
So the others are working as a team. Here they have one teacher doing projects.
Yes, our school received a quality label in eTwinning school 2 months ago.
Congratulations.
So they became an eTwinning school.
We plan to participate in many other eTwinning projects to spread the idea of eTwinning.
So they're planning projects, they're planning training, they're planning
Are
many
you going to
things.
bring your children to my school?
No, not to your school.
No.
But to the international school, yes, we will.
Oh dear. I want to be an eTwinning school too.
Welcome to eTwinning school.
A good motivation to become an eTwinning school. So, thank you all very much for your work. So, and because before I give it to Ivana, so on behalf of the European Commission, I would like to thank the Serbian and the Bosnian and the Herzegovinian NSS, because I think they deserve a big applause also for the work they did all these days. They were here with us, trying to solve any issues. There were no issue at all. Everything, I think, we all agree went perfectly well. So a big thank you to all.
Thank you very much. I would like to apologize for this power issue at the end. It would have been a shame not to see all these wonderful videos that you have made, but thankfully we managed to resolve it quickly. So at the end, I will not take long. I will just like to say it was a pleasure having you all here. So we are very happy we met all of you, and we hope that we will continue cooperating in the future with all of you. Hopefully we will see each other in some other events within the eTwinning community. And we had a really good time. Hopefully you had too. We tried to organize everything so that your stay would be enjoyable and pleasant here. Also, hopefully the program you found it useful and that you learned some things that you can implement in your work. I would like to thank all the workshop leaders for their work and for contributing to the quality of this PDW. Also, I just wanted to share with you that we will collect all the presentations from the workshops and we will put them within the ambassadors group on the portal, so you can find all the presentations there. For the ones who could not see every presentation, you will have the opportunity to see them there. Also, we will have evaluation sheet after the PDW that we will send to you by email, and the certificate of attendance, also electronically by email. So I think that is it for me. Thank you very much. We will have lunch now. And before we go, we have one more video to show you. You may have noticed many colleagues filming around. So the final video about this PDW, some of the colleagues have said something about it. So let's see it. Thank you.
eTwinning ambassadors are super important because they are the pillars of the community. We know that thanks to them we can really disseminate, promote and also train other teachers within the platform.
Teachers must be long life learners, and being eTwinning ambassador gives me an opportunity to learn from the best ones.
To enhance my learning skills and to boost my job satisfaction.
eTwinning platform is one great opportunity for professional development. I learned so much about ICT and PBL, etc. It was a great experience.
It's been useful because we have the chance to meet people from other countries and to work together and to find that their way of thinking school sometimes is different from our ones.
Great country, big city, and a lot of new people.
It's really a great opportunity for me to meet other ambassadors face to face. And also I have come to Belgrade. I would never have come here before, and I met a lot of people at the hotel and in the streets, and they are so kind and helpful.
I'm always delighted to meet colleagues from all over Europe that are devoted to improving education through collaboration, having the same ideas, same aim, same expectations, and sharing same passion for eTwinning.
Powerful, challenging, contagious.
It is communication, collaboration, friendship.
Fun, easygoing and simple.
I need at least 4. Collaboration, creativity, flexibility and energy.
Makes learning fun.
Thank you, everyone. Enjoy your lunch and have a safe flight back home. Bye.